All right, everybody, welcome to another installment of Moonhawk Studios Presents After the Break. Woo! We're back and on the new channel. I'm your host, Mac Paladin. With me in the studio, as always, is my good friend Adam.
Sure, one day we will get new theme music. Today is not that day.
Sadly, no. Kevin's in the hizzy.
Yeah, and I got a brand new microphone finally.
Woo!
We have a headset. Don't have
Oh my
to
God,
screw around with two separate headphones. So yeah, more on that in a moment.
that's right. Sweating the technicals, Petty Fan.
You can't make that joke because you caused half of it.
I caused nothing. You said, let me delete this stuff. Oh, shit.
Okay, gentlemen.
Wait, is this like the classic, like, oh, I deleted old files from my Dropbox that I clearly have not used in 5 years, and oh, that turns out it was this entire company's backup folder that they had been using.
Worst active show assets.
Oh.
All of these Streamlabs OBS overlays were in the app data roaming folder and had to be pulled out as JSONs into OBS Studio and then re-imported into Streamlabs OBS.
Everyone hates Jason's almost as much as Matt's or Keith's.
God damn it.
Name a single person you actually like and would take a bullet for that's named Keith.
I
Mac,
could
don't.
talk about. No, I'm not, because that would also be that
I looked
naming.
at Kevin's name for a moment, and I saw the
Oh,
K-E,
God.
and I fucking
Usually people usually do the male names as Kevin. So the fact that it's Keith makes
You
me go,
could
oh, thank
hear the
God.
brake screech.
Kevin, you could have used
Is
the
it-
opportunity to do the best thing. You could be like, I used to be called Keith. I changed it to Kevin because everyone would take a bullet for me.
Right, but now Kevin doesn't have his own bell at Taco Bell.
You should change your first name to Kaveen.
That gets better, honestly.
So in case anybody was wondering, that is our guest who I will be formally introducing, Sean
Kevin got a
Chiplock.
whole Grussy out tonight.
God damn it. We're getting canceled tonight, aren't we?
Look, if we didn't get canceled after, guys, if we didn't get canceled after that Final Fantasy 14 stream that I V2'd last night, I don't think we're getting canceled tonight.
Oh, God.
To put it in Pam Poovy terminology, inappropriate.
You what?
No.
To put it in Archer terminology, the character Pam Poovy, who's supposed to be the director of HR,
Right.
Oh boy.
and one of her catchphrases is when somebody says something wildly inappropriate, she just goes, inappropriate.
Oh baby, are we in deep now?
Getting into the deep lore of the Elder Ents here.
This makes me think of TV tropes. It's the same number
Uh,
of syllables.
We have a TV tropes page. This is a 16-year-old podcast.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations.
Yeah, we acquired it back in
Okay, I
2011.
want to peep this. What's the? Remind me the name of the podcast. TV tropes. What?
Moonhawk Studios presents.
Moonhawk Studios.
Oh no.
It's time
Let
to
me-
start
let me
running,
do one
boys.
Let me do one thing really quick here. Our I'm losing my shit.
Oh,
Our fourth and final cast member, the Galax, trying desperately to be patient and wait his turn.
Yeah, I'm just sitting over here, you know.
Observing the chaos.
Yeah.
I love that the
Just
first
sit
phrase
over
I
there, just
found
drinking-
was Max
just sipping a
Fart
drink.
Machine.
Wait, what's that now?
I love that the first phrase I saw on your TV tropes page was Max Fart Machine.
Oh,
I
boy.
used to have this. I used to have this little.
Confiscated at some point.
No, the batteries died, and I lost. No, it's in a trash bag in my closet.
Oh, God. It stays
I have
there.
Cigarettes.
I have a
Right.
little battery-powered keychain device called a flarper, and it has 6 different fart noises that I used to play on stream.
Okay.
This is back before we had stream decks.
Adam, based on this thing I'm reading, I need to ask you a question. This is a legit question. It's not
Oh,
just
no.
to piss you off.
Oh
What is your feeling on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate?
Oh my God.
Haven't played it.
You've been playing it?
No,
He has not.
I have a lot of games to play at any given time, so if
That's me with
wanna
Hades 2
have-
right now. I can only focus on one at a time.
We
I tend to
sometimes
focus on 4 at a time. So
Oh
We-
boy.
yeah,
Elemental Ogre has somewhat returned to the fold
Oh.
with Final Fantasy 14. He's our on again, off again streaming partner for Final Fantasy 14,
Right.
and he works with the Fragments of Silicon channel, which is Adam's channel, which used to be a
And
segment of
yet-
this show. Go
yeah.
ahead.
And yet
But
I don't regularly interact with him because that's all the MMO stuff that I have. no
Yeah.
time
right. So Petty Fan and I we play Final Fantasy 14, and he's been joining us, but he's the partner in crime for Nakatalili, who is a moderately famous YouTuber.
Okay.
And Naka coined one of our catchphrases on this program. Yes, but where would you rate that on a scale from 1 to Japan?
Japan. You know like
That was my fuck up during the whole Filthy February incident.
Oh god. We
And we
scrubbed
have-
that from
and
the
we ha-
internet, right?
Right, and we have 2 lost shows that are only available on the Wayback Machine.
That's incredible.
One was because Team Meat decided to destroy our podcast,
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
and the other one was a guest that we would rather forget because I'm pretty sure that he drank the entire brewery before he came on the air.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm honestly shocked we were not contacted by law enforcement after that one.
Right.
Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's like, does your story involve children in any way, and do we need to censor this?
I mean,
Gulp.
it's funny you mentioned that because like on I don't know if any of you watched Dropout. Did any of you watch the crowd control thing that they started
Oh.
airing recently?
Oh yeah, this is that's Sam Reich's channel. Used to formerly College Humor.
Wow, yeah.
So
Formerly
I was
College
on
Humor.
an episode recently. I was featured in an episode, although I kind of wish I wasn't involved because Hollywood Magic Editing revealed that no, like I'm not upset, but like the poor comedian had no idea of anything that I was in, so it was a really awkward conversation. And when they
Oh,
tried
dear
to
God.
salvage it, it just ended up making it look like I wouldn't tell him what I voiced in, and so now people on Reddit are like, man, why is he being so reserved and so cagey? He's so full of himself. Like it didn't make me look good. And I wasn't trying to look good. I just didn't want to look bad, you know? Anyway, the point I'm getting at is I'm surprised people gave a shit that I happen to be cringy and awkward on a show thanks to Hollywood editing. When one of the other stories, one of the other contestants or people on that show told a story about catfishing his underage cousin for dick pics.
Oh my God.
Jesus. And hello, law enforcement.
And it
Well,
made my
welcome to
hair,
the-
And I'm just sitting here like, why would you willingly say this?
I am so glad this is our inaugural episode on the new channel.
Oh boy.
You can have fun
Oh,
clipping
boy.
this. I'm going to be drinking for the rest of the week.
This is live. This
I
is live,
know.
folks.
Sure,
This
it's
is-
We
this is-
Wednesday.
are live, pal.
This is live almost television, folks.
We're better than
We are
television
live
get
right
right.
now, pal. Absolutely.
Should I pull back? Have I already overstepped?
No,
No, we're
no.
fine.
You haven't
God.
talked about
Oh
any
my
crimes
God.
yet.
Nothing said on this show will be held against you by us. I mean, God forbid that we should try to hold other people to higher standards than we hold ourselves. Do you know that the official catchphrase of this podcast is professionally unprofessional?
Oh, that's cool. That does seem familiar.
As long as you don't pull out
it.
any of the isms, you're fine.
All right, let me backtrack just a quick second here. We already have a great show for you tonight, folks, but we're going to spend a couple of minutes here just covering the cast news because we've been off for a week. So, Adam, do you have anything quick that you'd like to share with the viewers?
The family reunion went pretty well. It being a family reunion, family drama couldn't help but rear its ugly head there. I'm not going to say any more about that.
And that's all I have to say about that.
I'm just glad I'm not walking in Orlando in the sun anymore. Like,
Mhm.
Man, you couldn't pay me enough to go to Miami for any extended period of time. I've been to the Philippines, I've been to Japan in August, I've been to Malaysia. I've had my fair share of hot and humid places, but nothing compares to being outside in Miami for all of 5 minutes and having your arm coated in sweat because there's nowhere for the water to go.
Yeah, you should try the opposite and come here to Tucson, Arizona, or as the great Matt Berry would call it, Tucson, Arizona.
Arizona. Well, I mean, I've been to Vegas, and I've been to Vegas during like the
Now-
110, 115 degree.
Now-
It's a dry heat in Arizona, isn't it?
Except during monsoon season, and we are trapped in a bowl in the center of a mountain range.
Oh.
We are in the center of 3 intersecting mountain ranges.
Oh, that
There is no air movement in this city. If the wind gets above 6 miles an hour, it's amazing. I was out in my backyard adjusting my solar panels. That's a phrase you'll only hear in Arizona.
Right.
I was out in the backyard adjusting my solar panels. I was out there for 5 minutes. I pretty much sweated out 50% of my body moisture.
Mhm.
And human beings are 98% water. I lost 7 pounds just going into my backyard during
I'm
the
pretty sure my partner is like 99.6% water because she pees 3 times more than the average person without having diabetes.
Oh my god! All right, I'm actually enjoying this color commentary during the news. Adam, did you have anything else you wanted to share, or is that all you have to say about that?
Kevin, you're up.
Yep.
Have fun.
Just moving forward here. Well, I guess the only thing that I should note here is that I finally went ahead and got tired of the Beats by Dre headphones that have basically been broken for about a couple of months now, and I've finally, because I got money, got myself a Logitech G432.
Hey, just like me.
Yeah, I got the wired one here, and works like a charm. Also got a new phone charger here, and we're getting a new sleep mask tomorrow.
Oh man.
My saying about the G432, and by the way, it's officially called the G432 renewed because it's an old headset that has been revived from the dead. But one thing I like to say about it is I lost my train of thought. Fuck. All right, go on. Oh no, Wendy. Whoa. Nobody knows that you're slumming with the G432 when you're VTubing. That's what I was going to say.
There we go. Well,
Add an ADHD fade, kids. There'll be a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, well, there you go. So yeah, I got all that taken care of. I'm now financially stable for the first time in a month and a half. That's just nice to know there.
Yay.
And other than that, and typical work, nothing really much going on with me. Patty, what's going on in your world?
Not fun stuff.
Well, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, but you know what? Under the circumstances, Petty, I'm going to go ahead and give you an ice in the veins. Shee!
So, overall, last week, fairly enjoyable. Friday, we get a letter from the insurance company saying they are going to cancel our homeowners insurance because of what is basically a HOA level bullshit.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That
Yep.
we
Good
have.
old HOAs.
Okay.
I already feel this coming. Give the deets.
So, in February, we noticed that we had a roof leak. We called the insurance company to come up and look at it. They are not going to cover it because the mushroom vents were installed incorrectly when we had the roof replaced about 15 years ago due to ice storm. We thought it was the end of it. Friday, we get the letter that they're going to cancel our insurance because not only the roof vents and the leak, there is peeling paint on some windowsills, a few spots of peeling paint on the back porch, some ivy on the house, and some trash in the yard.
Oh boy.
So they're going to cancel our insurance over that.
Where are you located again? Which state?
I'm in Missouri.
Okay.
Missouri
This-
Northwest.
I
The
kid
state
you
that rhymes
not.
with misery.
There was an absolute plethora of insurance company home insurance cancellations throughout California over the last year, in part because of the lack of, I don't know what the exact reason was, whether it was because the cost it was to them or the number of people filing claims, but I got hit with it where I guess at some point last September, some rando showed up and flew a drone over our house to take photos of our roof, pointed
Ah.
at something that looked like it was outdated, and said, based on this grainy ass photo that we took without your consent, we're not renewing your home insurance on February when it ends. And I knew the better details back then, but it was literally just this whole thing of like they were looking for ways to cost cut. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were one of the folks where like they just sent out a bunch of drones and said, look out for anything at all, whether it was a past repair or something that looks like it could be a leak or something that looks like
Yeah.
it could be holding water, any reason at all to say we're dropping you off our policy because you're not making us enough money.
Well, and that's the messed
See-
up thing. We've not needed to use our homeowners insurance aside from that roof repair 15 years ago. We've been nothing but profit from that for them.
Well, for us, it was just because policies in California were expensive.
Yeah.
So they were trying to find any, or they weren't getting enough or whatever. So they were trying
As
to
with
pull out of
everything in
California
California.
entirely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yep. So
I mean,
flew
in
off.
fairness, the state is perpetually on fire.
But yeah, my sister and I have been spending the whole week trying to fix up, not only the outside, but cleaning up stuff inside just in case we can't get our insurance sorted out and renewed. And if another insurance company has to come in and inspect the house for whatever reason. Unfortunately, my twin sister and I are both physically disabled, so what would be a easy, weekend or two job is going to be a lot more long and drawn out and a lot more painful for us. So that's...
No, I was just going to interject quickly that one of the advantages of living in Arizona is if anybody flies a drone over my house, I am legally allowed to blast it out of the sky with a 46 caliber cannon.
Whatever happened to the era of Amazon sending random packages and like it was like loot drops,
That stopped being funny when Ron Swanson blew away one of the drones in Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, a lot of my week went from chilling out, getting ready for the new Digimon game to, oh god,
Time Story Stranger or whatever.
Yeah, Time Stranger. Oh god, we need to do the best we can to get the house sorted out by mid-November. Friday, we're going to be taking a whole lot of stuff to the dump. Luckily, they have they call it like clean sweep, where you basically, as long as you have your income tax receipts, you can get two free days of access to the dump. So we are definitely going to be utilizing that.
That's what I tell people at furry conventions. You get 2 free days of access to my dump.
Jesus.
Whoa.
That was recorded.
That was recorded and it was live on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen.
That is dialed to 11 like some of my unhinged comments last night.
Mac, why did you clone yourself?
211.
I'm going to tell you that I did not warn you that Sean is like this. I held that nugget to myself because I wanted everybody on the podcast to be pleasantly surprised.
That's right. When it's Sean's nuggets, he likes to keep them to himself until he has to share with the rest of the class.
Damn it.
So, I guess in the last bit of show news, we almost had a catastrophic tech failure.
Yes.
We were
try to gaslight me by saying it's my fault again.
Yes, it was. And I'll keep saying it forever. We were shifting over to OBS, and Streamlabs decided, let's not give you the easy option to package up your scene selection and borderline crash every time you try and packet to be exported.
Mhm.
So, going through the scene collection manager, there were some scene collections that were buggy. I went to start removing them and accidentally deleted the live running stuff for Fragments and MSP.
Oh.
Yeah, we fixed it. Luckily, I just deleted the placeholder for it and not the actual files themselves. So I crammed it into OBS, repackaged it, and shot it over to Streamlabs, and nothing ever happened other than some things were in the wrong order.
Okay.
That is the best outcome of that, because the other one would be I have spent the last 48 hours drinking.
Could have been a lot
I,
worse.
I think it's important to note that since I started my solar journey in February, that Petty Fan has been running the technicals of both podcasts, Fragments of Silicon and Moonhawk Studios Presents, as I am in absentia, frequently broadcasting from my Samsung Galaxy S23 FE in my car because it has excellent acoustics. I now am sitting at a desktop computer and actually using a headset and talking like a normal podcasting type person. So we decided, well, I decided unilaterally because it's my show. It's our show. I say that to be funny. Please don't read too far into that. But we decided we decided based on my impetus, how about that, that I was going to separate into a separate channel again so that MSP would have its own analytics. So we knew exactly who was actually here for MSP and who was actually there for Fragments. And that was the general idea. And as per usual with everything on this podcast, there is Mac Paladin Angrish. Petty Fan is crying a lot.
And Murphy's Law is in full effect.
Murphy's Law is in full effect. And everything and scientific progress went boink.
Oh boy.
In what should have been literally a 5-minute changeover.
Mhm.
So if there was a glitched file, a missing JPEG, a broken plugin, or something that was completely incompatible between the two services, we hit all 4 checkboxes.
Go big or go home. You know how it is.
Yeah, it's like if you're not fucking it completely to hell, what are you even doing?
That's what I tell my dominatrix.
Jesus.
We are going to have a lot of clips for this episode, folks.
I'm just
Oh,
hitting the clip
God.
this
Don't
button
have
like
to
every
Taco
30
Bell
seconds.
price if
It's
it just
fine.
falls out the other end a couple hours later.
Yeah. It's like why are there all these clips of Sean Oh,
How do you
Our-
think I afforded my move to California, asshole?
All right. I think I'm good. Golix, do you have any news to report?
By comparison, not really. I have an appointment this weekend to get, or technically starting next week, to get my car inspected. Hopefully that goes well. My parents were down visiting my sister to help out with the baby over the last weekend, but it wasn't a particularly big deal. Yeah, not really. I guess video game wise, since we're getting to the time of year where tons of new video games come out, and I already have the shipping notification for my Digimon Story Time Stranger game, I have decided to finally get around to starting playing Super Robot Wars Y, which came out like a couple of weeks ago, and because that requires a significant investment of time per session, took me a while to get around to starting that executive dysfunction is a pain in the ass.
I think it would have been
So,
funny if
yeah.
that pause had just been like 3 times as long, and we were all deciding when we should finally say something. Like, are they
Yeah.
thinking? Did they disconnect? Are they dead?
Oh boy.
Both.
Oh boy.
Wait, there was
For-
three.
for- for
There
me,
was
it's
three
u- for
things
me-
listed there.
For
I'm
me,
aware.
it's usually I forgot to unmute myself, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I have been up to mostly. We also they have that thing for Pokemon where near the end of a generation, they've done this for the past 2 generations. They give away the opposite version's legendary
Okay.
shiny for a thing. But apparently, for this one, they decided that like about 100 codes per store was good.
Oh dear.
It's not. So everyone is pissed off because they gave them all out within like an hour at most locations.
I was about to say,
and,
of note, Pokemon Violet and Scarlet
Did-
sold several million copies.
yeah,
Do they feel free to tell me even if you don't know this, but is it averaged out to 100 codes per store, or is it like we know for a fact that every store got 100 codes?
I called my local store and they said 100. I have heard reports of less. I have
Oh,
not
for
heard any
sure.
reports of
Uh,
more.
So when I don't know if it's still the same way, but I would not be surprised if it's based on like the sales metrics of individual stores. Because many years ago I got to be the voice of God at one of GameStop's managers conferences, and during that conference, this is when they announced the release of the limited edition Pokemon and X and Y 3DS cover for the console. And they said that depending on the size of the store or the location of the store would determine how many of them were available for pre-order. My store, the one that was a 5-minute walk from my house at my old apartment, was allotted 2. They were given 2 for that entire store, whereas others got
Wow.
10, 15, even 50. It was like a major metropolitan area. So that's why I was curious, because I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, oh, the New York City store right near the Pokemon Center gets like 500 codes, and then one in Louisiana on like the outskirts of a suburb gets 5 maybe.
That one, like the really big ones might have gotten more, but I don't know. But I have not heard any reports from anyone who's not that they got enough or even close. So they've been getting a lot of comments about it and have auto replied to them with a thing that you're not supposed to have to buy anything, which we didn't think you were. But apparently, some places might have been doing that. I
Yeah.
hear in some countries they're doing it. You have to bring your Switch to prove that you have the game to try to discourage scalpers.
Yeah, because people have been selling them
Because that's
online
what it
for
was, of
100
course.
plus.
They're selling them for between 30, usually between 30 and 40. Some people are going for 100 online, but that's really not how it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be a nice late in the generation treat. So
It's
hopefully
just
they
incredible that
either
people want to
like
monetize
come up
so
with
much
another
stuff.
distribution method or redistribute more frickin' codes because
They're
not happy
just
about
codes.
that.
Just make more.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they can. They have previously for other things had it so that you can at GameStop just get a code printed out at the register.
Yeah.
it's all data. They're not real. Just push a button and make more of them.
Yeah, the problem is the company moves slowly, I guess. So
Sean, as
you
someone who
also-
plays TCGs, this pain hurts.
I mean, well, we've got Japan fans in here. Like you understand like how a lot of mentality goes around like limited stock items in Japan as well, right? Because
Yeah.
Mhm.
in America we often have that thing of like, oh, obviously there's a high demand, let's make even more. It's very common in
Yeah, but
Japan that they'll say, here's this thing we spent 5 years developing, we're going to release 1,000 copies of it, and if all
Right.
1,000 sell, we're going to pat ourselves on the back for an extremely successful launch and
Well-
never make any more.
Well, I mean, I'm a tech person. I was in the industry for 25 years, and when NFTs were introduced, I laughed at Troy Baker when he made his voice, sold his voice as NFT, and then dropped off the planet. But it's like the arbitrary rarity. I'm making air quotes with my fingers. You can't see that, but I'm making air quotes. The rarity of NFTs, the complete arbitrary nature of this baloney, of this digital asset that uses no resources except energy. Somehow being a limited edition. Here I am making a pumping motion with my fist, going, "Yeah, can you feel that?"
Well, and like for
Just-
Pokemon, the assets are in the game.
right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people
Sell-
will be able to just copy this shit.
Selling
once
people
it's done.
selling people a game that has all the DLC already made, but you have to pay to unlock it, and it's right there on the disc.
I'm having more flashbacks of Beautiful Katamari. It's like Vietnam and my headache all over again.
This is why I don't play Call of Duty. I don't play Astrobot. I don't play Red Dead Redemption. I play Squeakross. I play games that are like you give us $15 and we will give you 650 puzzles where you have to use your brain and numbers in order to make cute pictures, and there's no DLC because we literally don't have the budget to make it. And I go, that's great. I will buy your game.
Wait a second, brain? Shit, that costs way too much for me.
So yeah, that's about what I've got.
Oh hell.
Mac, have you been consumed by the void?
No,
I
I saw this stream with a swirling icon and thought we died for a second
Nah.
No, that's just Twitch sometimes lags out a little.
Yeah,
Okay.
trust me, I'll know if it dies.
there. Okay.
As
Gullex,
long as
did you
I'm
have
not,
anything?
I was gonna say, as long as I'm
No,
not
I'm
swearing
good.
like a sailor, we're fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, it would be more like Ready? Ready? all we hear is a of you popping. All right. So to sum up my news as the host of this show, so far throughout the month of September, now that it's over, we can do a sort of post-mortem of September, of my September Ubering. So on the
Only begin
4th,
to imagine.
So on the 4th, I practically had to suplex some dude out of my car for drunken disorderly behavior, and he's decided to try to end me with rocks, which damaged the fender and some of my windows.
I thought you said you wouldn't talk about my ride with you.
Yeah, this isn't Las Vegas. What happens in my Uber is public consumption.
Were the rocks on the outside of the car, the inside of the car?
Yep. He picked him up and started flinging them at me like Forrest Gump. Or
How was
rather,
his
Jenny.
aim?
Well, he nearly took out my passenger side window.
Oh,
boy.
God.
There's giant spider cracks all the way up the window.
Oh,
boy.
Then on the 14th, the hub bearing failed on the driver's side of my car, and my car ended up doing a Tom and Jerry face plant directly into 38th Street, and a tire rolled 500 yards down the road.
Oh dear.
South Tucson PD had to go all the way down 38th Street to find my rim.
Oh God.
No comment.
God
gotta
damn it,
preempt
Mac.
that.
you have to fall pretty low to
And
get rimmed by the police.
Yeah.
God damn it, and he got it in there anyway.
And God sends his
That's
door
also
chassis
it.
from heaven.
Me over here about to make a rim job joke, but never mind.
And yet you kind of did it anyway.
And you did it anyway. Yep.
Yep, that's what you call a subtle innuendo, folks.
Sound of a 2x4.
The low-hanging fruit, Mac.
No. So I got the entire front end of my
Stop giving
car.
openings.
Wow, we are just lining them up.
God.
Rim jobs, openings. Okay. Anyway,
Anyhow.
Putting orifices aside, because
Fronts
mine's
aside,
feeling
right?
pretty sore. Because my car is making my orifices feel pretty sore right now. Following that, after having the entire front end of the car rebuilt and zip tying the fender back on, the back brakes decided to fail.
Oh my god.
You don't need
Without
those,
getting
right?
into Without getting into too much detail, I was given an opportunity to join the Uber EV rental program, and I am now driving a 2023 Tesla Model 3 Long Range Edition.
Mm.
I have no great love for Elon Musk, and that is putting it mildly, as I regularly lambaste him on Twitter, which I don't call X in this venue.
Do y'all still use X?
Unfortunately, as a promotional tool, it's far better than Blue Sky.
I'm
How-
both on Twix and Blue Sky, both. Play
How
both
certain
sides.
are you that the interactions or the engagement on that site is real though? Like how much of it is actual?
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh
I mean, I think I got 400 bot follows on the first day that the bots opened up on Blue Sky. So, because somehow I'm sitting at 608 followers on Blue Sky, and I post nothing.
That's what concerns me. Like if sure, if the engagement is 5 times better, but 95% of it is fake, then really what's happening there?
I know. Well, I mean, but that's the gamble you take with any social media platform. Besides, what would we do if we didn't have right-wing agitators jumping into our podcast telling us what chodes we are?
Yeah, they should be making chicken sandwiches instead.
Oh,
or just putting in some, or bots coming in talking about their Ethereum and Bitcoin.
yeah, or selling us cheap viewers.
I got paid like 30 something Bitcoin once for a voiceover job, and it was just enough at the time to get a pizza. And I think about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's one of
shit.
those.
If you had 30 Bitcoin right now, you would have approximately
How about you
$110
don't
million.
finish that sentence and I don't throw rocks at your window?
I said it, but you drowned me out.
And you wonder. Go ahead. What's the actual?
No.
You knew where he was going, though. You knew where he was going.
I had to give you the David Letterman laugh there. How about them Packers, Paul?
Me, the Packers fan.
Yeah. So my car is now sitting in the parking lot at my apartment complex, and the Tesla is sitting at the DXL warehouse next door. Because I don't have a permit for the rental car, and we'll see if spending $900 a month nets me $4,500 in rides. That's pretty much how that's going. Other than that, I'm expanding my solar and wind array so that way I can try to have consistent power, maybe even get refrigeration again. You don't really understand how important modern amenities are until you don't have electricity.
Don't have them.
Yeah. When you're sitting there with a little butane burner trying to cook eggs that you needed to donate plasma in order to afford.
I feel like the answer is going to be the fridge, but what do you think is if a random appliance in your house were to become completely non-functional and it was going to be a month before you could get a replacement, which of them would be the worst for that to happen to?
Well, I've experienced that in 116-degree Tucson heat. Not having air conditioning is a death sentence.
Yep. Okay. I should have thought about that. Yes. My old apartment had no AC. It just had a central heater. So in the winter, my fingers would get so cold that I couldn't type on my keyboard because I couldn't move the muscles well enough. And then in the summer, with no AC, my choices were either stay in the bedroom where I had a window unit or just sweat buckets because the sun decided to set directly into my backyard door. I mean, there wasn't much of a backyard. It was a door into the kitchen and then into a little side thing. But it would shine right through that window, and if you sat on the living room couch, your face was getting like suntanned.
Oh, awesome.
So I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree.
So I've expanded my array and things have improved greatly, but yeah, I'm sitting here with a battery operated fan and it's 83 in the dark.
I remember going to Texas a couple years ago, and it was 1:30 in the morning, and the birds were still chirping like it was daytime because it was so warm.
Mm-hmm.
It was so warm that they thought, like, it must still be daytime. I'm still supposed to be awake.
Yeah. Even though birds are supposed to have keener eyes than humans.
I mean,
You'd think they'd
depends on
see
the
it was
bird.
dark.
I mean,
Well, you know.
look, it's already starting to get dark sooner here, and my partner is the same way. We're like, if it is 7:35 and the sun is already gone, she gets tired earlier than usual because her body's like, it's dark, must be time to go to sleep. So
Oh, you guys get 3 more hours than we do.
We're all over the
Admittedly,
country.
that's middle of winter, not late fall, but not even that late, early fall.
Gollix is in Maine. he's in Stephen King country.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun sets here at like 4 in the winter.
The other state that produces misery, but for an entirely different reason.
No, we're mostly happy here.
I was making a joke because of what I said about Petty Fan
Uh-huh.
living in Missouri, which rhymes with misery, sort of.
That's not what a rhyme is, but yes.
I said sort of.
Anyway.
Anyway, technicalities aside, so that's pretty much it for my news. So although he probably needs no introduction, I'm going to try anyway. Our guest tonight is the legendary, the one, the only Sean Chiplock.
hello. I feel unprepared because you're all gonna be like, "What's your news?" And I'm gonna go, "I have nothing. I have done so much and so little, and yeah, I don't even know where to begin." But
I was going to lead in with a joke and say. So I'm sorry. Who are you again?
you did lead in with the joke. You just introduced me.
I know. But I was going to lead in with another joke. It was going to be a rapid fire sequence of jokes.
If you want,
I was going to introduce you. I was going to introduce you as the amazing, the inimitable Sean Chiplock, and then say, by the way, who the fuck are you again?
Inimitable? You saying I'm incapable of having enemas done?
Inimitable, as in without imitation.
Oh, immutable. Immutable?
Mhm.
Immutable.
Welcome
Immutable?
to
Words
speech
with
class,
entirely
lads.
Too many eyes, yes.
There is way too many anemones in this chat.
Is this the American version of the Scottish burglar purple burglar alarm or something like that?
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. Just say Worcestershire. Just accept it.
Oh,
W
Sure.
sauce.
What's so
What's,
hard
oh
about
my God, you
Worcestershire?
are off the air, sir.
I don't call it my gamer drink. I call it my W sauce.
Although I
Jesus.
grew up in Massachusetts, and I think part of the reason why I don't have any trouble with it is because one of the cities nearby was Worcester. So
Don't
I feel like W sauce should be banned in Australia.
As a Caucasian, I don't climax. I make W sauce.
Fucking goddamn it. Clip that for
We are not
later
a-
use.
Yeah. We are not a G-rated podcast, folks. That's why we started Prime Time.
Prime time. We're late night. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we're
We're
going to get
about to
fired
get-
by the FCC.
I was about to say we're about to get preempted by Sinclair and Nexstar.
See, and suddenly that became not funny. I don't know why, but that just hit
Funny.
different.
That's
It
so
is
funny.
it's funny, but for some reason I felt sad after he said that joke.
I ain't sad about it. Shoot.
Yeah, Brandon Carr, never heard of him. Brandon Carr, never heard of him. Donald Trump, who's that?
It is.
Who the heck
what I
is
was
Uncle
gonna say
Barry
is-
Suck?
It's so interesting when you were mentioning earlier, like you were mentioning about the car problems and then stuff that was going on with Uber and like probably what has made it so difficult why I don't like want to talk about the stuff that I get up to is because
Uh,
what you were talking about was indicative of a larger trend. I don't think it's even necessarily tied to politics specifically, although they're not helping, but just
Mhm.
everywhere I look, it feels like everyone I know, everyone that I care about, like people are just suffering nonstop. Like
Oh,
cars are
the
breaking,
yeah, the
prices are
misery
going
index
up.
is off the charts.
It's
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, and I feel even bad talking about it because I feel like it's gonna make me look egotistical in comparison. Going, why is it that yeah, I have my own stresses, I have my own day to day things, but nothing seems to be on the same level as what I'm watching in everyone around me. And even now, like. There's been a couple times where I've seen friends post on social media, mainly Blue Sky, where they're like, "Hey, I'm this much short for my rent this month, or I could really use
Mhm.
this for the sudden expense." And
uh-huh.
everyone has
me
these
and
cases.
me and Discord posting pictures of my car with the wheel off, crashed onto 38th Street. Yeah, trust me. I feel
Sorry,
that.
my
I
wife
feel that on a
interrupted me.
personal level. I feel that
So
on a
like
personal level.
I never want someone to feel like they deserve to be punished because they can't afford like a sudden expense that came up. So a couple times when I've seen like the GoFundMe's or the Ko-fis or stuff like that, I have gone ahead and made a
Put money
donation
in.
if I had some spare money. And boy, I mean, I don't mean this sincerely, but boy, what a mistake that was because as soon as the
Mhm.
algorithm got a whiff of that being the kind of content that I engage with, suddenly
It
at,
floods.
at least 20 to 30 times a week, and that's a low estimate.
Mhm.
I am getting more posts than usual. People going, I'm starving to death. Our power is about to be shut off. My car had a $650. Like it is like the universe is constantly asking me to not even bail people out, but just reminding me of how awful everyone's life is right now. And it's bad for
Mhm.
Mhm.
my mental health.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we preach that gospel all the time on this show. It's one of those things to where even if it seems minuscule in the grand scheme of things, if you have even the slightest platform, you feel kind of obligated to try to do something. You know?
I mean, you're absolutely right, but I feel like shit even bringing it up because then it's like, yeah, so why aren't you doing more? Why aren't you,
Yep.
contributing more of this? Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
clearly, yeah.
Petty Fan. Do you have the Price is Right lose horn on your on your
No, I do
stream deck?
not.
Well,
We need to get that because that would have been oddly appropriate at this point because that's exactly what it is. No matter how much you give, it's never enough.
Wait,
mhm.
I do have this one. Best I
No.
got.
Yeah, all right, close enough. Well, they do actually use that sound effect on The Price is Right from time to time. It is in their repertoire. They have
I was on the taping of Price is
187 different
Right.
sounds.
See, let's go back to
Nice.
talking about my fucking privilege. I was on an episode of Price is Right that they shot last October.
There you go.
It was really cool because we got to see one of the women who was picked. She I mean I'm not gonna say she won the showcase, but she won the game. Like whatever
Hmm.
game she was playing, she managed to get like
A
the
pricing
correct
game,
answers,
yeah.
get the max prize and stuff like that. And we were hooting and hollering for her. Um, Drew Carey was a really cool individual. Like he's really chill. Every time they would do like the commercial break or like take a 5-minute breather, he would go back out and just chat with audience members and stuff
There
like
you
that.
go.
I have a tote bag that I bring that has like electric types like Luxray and Shinx and stuff like that. And I got it signed by the dude who does the "You're the next contestant on The
Oh,
Price
the
is
announcer.
Right."
Ah.
And uh,
Uh,
the experience I really enjoyed was
Gary something.
originally
Is
when
it Gary
I was
Gray?
yeah,
Is
Gary
his name?
Gray, yes.
Yeah.
And when I was chatting with when I was talking with Drew Carey and mentioning that I did voiceover, I was like, yeah, I'm really excited to see you here, but I really want to get an autograph from Gray. And he goes, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like you have the job I want to have, where it's like I want to be the guy announcing." And of course, he plays along and encourages me to do the samples. So I do my sample of, James, come on down. You're the next contestant. And he's like, he was playing along, but he laughs and goes, "Oh, wow, that's really good. Hold on a second." security. So
Yeah, it's George Gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
George Gray, that's right. And so he pulls up his lapel and is like, security.
Yeah. Like he's gonna take my job. But no, they were really cool people. It was a really cool experience. It's so interesting how small the set actually is. It's
Yeah.
so interesting. It
Well,
only takes-
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Sorry, it's like it used to be bigger, but because it used to be at CBS Television City
Right.
for all those years, but they moved to that smaller studio because because that place got sold off and they're
Right.
redoing
Well, also
everything, and they pushed all the game shows out.
Also, no disrespect to the dead, but they couldn't remove the smell of Bob Barker's Aqua Velva.
It was the Bob Barker Studio, so
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever in the area and you want to be on a taping for yourself, like literally tickets are free. You can just request tickets, and if they still have spots open, they'll give you. Do you know why that is?
why is that?
Because if they don't fill the seats enough, they have to hire people to fill the seats, and that costs money. So
Yeah,
it
seat
is
fillers.
Yeah.
it is
That's the beauty
cheaper
part
for
about-
them to just give you the tickets for free than to pay someone to sit there.
That's the thing about it. You know, it's like people don't realize that the prizes are quote unquote donated as an advertising consideration, and then they operate these shows. Probably the most expensive thing on that show is Drew Carey and George Gray.
Yeah, well, Drew Carey.
Well,
Carey
I mean,
makes
He
okay,
probably makes a
so Drew Carey
shitload
makes
more
5
than
times what George makes, but still,
yes, but yeah.
George does
the
not make an
announcer-
insignificant amount of money.
Yeah, it's George and Drew are the main people on that show.
And you know how I know
all of
that?
the
Because
stuff,
it's
yeah.
SAG rules that after 5 seasons you get a raise. Season 5 is when everybody gets the pay bump. That's why Wesley Crusher left Star Trek: The Next Generation. Rick Berman
Isn't
did not want to
Disney's
give him the
thing,
pay
like,
bump.
Isn't Disney's thing like after 2 seasons or when you get a season 2? Because like, oh yeah, it's after 2 seasons because they only
Well,
get 2
because of the
seasons.
streaming environment, yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, don't get me started on the streaming contracts because we got royally fucked when it came to updating contracts for the streaming era.
Mhm. Well, and of course,
because I think it happened so suddenly. Like, streaming just rose. Streaming was like right there for like the first like year or two, and then COVID hit, and then boom,
Oh, the writing
everybody
was on
got
the
the
wall.
streaming.
The writing was on the wall, but Hollywood didn't care because most of their money was
Yeah.
still in live action, in the cinematics, in film, TV,
mhm.
syndicated shows.
Mhm.
Most of where the streaming stuff happened was on smaller independent services with, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call them small time, but people who were not A-list celebs. So why would
Mhm.
Hollywood give a shit?
Right, right.
Even in voiceover, like the thing you'll often hear is voiceover. Only recently has voiceover gotten any sort of real attention from even
Mhm.
SAG-AFTRA. It's
Mhm.
primarily been about the on-camera actors. So
Right.
voiceover contracts have only really been updated as a side effect of Hollywood contracts being updated.
hmm yeah,
Mhm.
I follow this closely because as we were talking about in the pre-show, I've had a lot of interaction with people who've worked with, for example, Hoyoverse,
Mhm.
and so like of course, to drop a few names, I know Kira Buckland and Kaylee Mills and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
So we've had Richard Epcar on the show. It's just
Scott Levy.
Scott Levy. Yep.
Yeah, Ryan Scott.
Ryan Scott. Yep. I mean, it's just been an adventure because back in 2014 I founded an animation studio, and as Scotty would say, in response to Captain Kirk saying, "You asked for 2 weeks, I gave you 3. What happened? I think you gave me too much time, Captain." Oh my gosh. All right. Does anybody want to ask any formal questions before we proceed?
What was formal? What is
Ad-
that?
Adam, do you have any traditional interview style questions queued up that you would like to ask of Sean before we move
There is
forward?
definitely a question I have been waiting to ask, and that is,
Go for it.
how did you become the new voice of Bubsy?
They asked. It's
So
that
kind of like our
easy.
casting process on this show.
I would have to go back and remember what other stuff I had worked on with Fabraz before, and I have to make a regular point of like deleting old emails and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't even go back any earlier than February of this year, so I wouldn't be able to remember. But um, to give a generic answer that hopefully will provide some insight, you never know where that next opportunity is going to come from. And
Mhm.
one of the approaches I've always taken in my career is just going like, no matter what it is, if it's for a visual novel, if it's for a porn game, if it's for an indie game, if it's for a large scale game, someone's dream or someone's brainchild or someone's passion project or something is being made. And the least that I can do is come in and say, I'm going to share my passion with you. I'm going to help elevate the passion that you have for this. I'm going to give it to the best of my ability the same care that you are giving it because it means a lot to you. Making like a side tangent, I'm streaming a playthrough of a game called Etrian Odyssey 4 right now and writing a bunch of original cutscenes for it. Do I think it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely not. But it's something that's really important to me that I want to do well. And I would encourage, I'm commissioning an artist to do a piece based on one of those scenes. And my hope is that they will care about it as much as I do. So I apply that to the career as well. So to answer your question appropriately, my guess is that in a past project, whether it was a smaller scale one or something else, I had worked for Fabraz and done a really good job. And when the time came for them to bring back Bubsy 4D or bring back Bubsy, at some point they had a discussion about who do we want to voice the character. And I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere along the line of that discussion, it was discussed that, hey, I've worked with Sean Chiplock before. He's incredibly good. This is me hoping I'm tooting my own horn correctly. He's incredibly good at his vocal range, and he's really good at giving that kind of smarm and attitude to characters. Or even, hey, we see online that he interacts with people a lot and he's willing to tell jokes and he's willing to be a little cringe, or even he's kind of in the know about inside jokes and internet culture and stuff like that. So why don't we hire him? Like, here's this guy who both can talk the talk in terms of the vocal performance, but also can be tongue in cheek on social media as well, and isn't going to be nervous about people calling Bubsy a fail male or making art that ranges from, cute to concerning to downright, adult oriented. I
Oh,
commissioned
hello, FBI.
I commissioned art of Bubsy kissing Gex. I can show you.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
So
You posted it. Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you saw it. Put that stuff on the front of this podcast. Put a little video.
All right.
That's for 12. That's for 12 seasons of Full House.
all
Right.
right, fine. Let me find it.
So let.
Oh
It's
boy.
great. Listen, that was I've spent more on worse. So anyway,
That's amazing.
really that's what it boils down to is I don't it's very rare that I ask what made you decide to hire me. Instead, I approach it from the angle of it didn't have to be me. Whatever decision they made, whatever put me to the top, whatever made them decide to to trust me as opposed to someone else, they made that choice, and they have dozens if not hundreds of options. So I just come in and I go, you know what? Thank you for giving me this chance. I'm going to do the best that I can, and we're going to make something fun together.
I love it. See, and I think that's the best summation of voice actor theory. Last night we were having it's so funny that you brought up the artwork of Bubsy and Gex. I was talking about voice acting theory with Petty Fan last night when we were playing Final Fantasy 14, and I said, it's really about evolving the character. You go from the 80s with Space Camp and Jinx and saying Jinx but Max in space, which then became Darwin. Which
Right.
then later became because I'm just kind of crazy,
Right.
Yeah, you just
And-
you take the same voice and you gotta change it up.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's all just modifying. I mean, maybe I'm the one who doesn't understand, and there actually is like a noticeable difference of what am I thinking? There are no original stories. It's all the same tropes and written across different spans of time and stuff like that. I wouldn't say
Yep.
it's all the same voice. I think what it ultimately boils down to is good characters have elements
God.
that we identify with as human beings. Good characters, like you can have a monster who does not have a human voice, but if their struggles, if their triumphs, if their problems, if their worries, if all of that is human, then we find something in them that we identify with. Um, I had a really good way of explaining this the other day, but this kind of ties into the stuff that I've been writing for my Etrian Odyssey cutscenes. I'm like, why does this character resonate with people? Oh, it's because she wants to be loved. Why does this character resonate with people? Oh, it's because they're worried that nothing they do will ever be enough. Why does this character resonate with people? Oh, it's because even though she's literally in universe, she's struggling with a curse that is taking over her body. Maybe in real life, someone feels powerless because it feels like forces outside of their control are robbing them of the ability to be the person they want to be, and all they want is to get control back. So it's not even necessarily tropes or character voices, but idealizations, goals, personal wants, personal desires. These
Mhm.
are all very human things that we feel and that we want to see in others because it tells us that we're not alone, or more importantly, that we're not crazy for feeling that way. It's how we find representation and identity, something that we still need to explore way, way, way more often when it comes to diversity in representation in media, whether it's superheroes of color or if it's people of different religious creeds. This is what it boils down to: is it's the human experience, and no matter how inhuman the character is, if they are experiencing things that we understand and empathize with, we feel a connection with them.
Amazing.
Meanwhile,
Petty
I
Fan
have
just,
the
Petty
I
Fan
have the
just,
war
yeah.
crimes have hit
We
the
just got
stream page.
yeah. We just got through that profound speech, and then Petty Fan posts the war crimes.
There you go.
Like
Coming
literally
on
as
this
you were
show right
finishing up.
here.
Literally as you were finishing up, the picture of Gexby is emblazoned across our stream.
This is our show, folks.
Yup.
This is our show right here.
Professionally unprofessional.
Yep, right here.
Living up-
Living proof.
Living up to that moniker since
Can
April of
I-
2009.
Can I be cringe for a minute and talk why I like this art piece so much, and like why it's important to draw this sort of thing? Like, I don't even need to look at
Do
the
I
image.
need to
because I
get
remember
some
seeing-
music to do this?
Seriously, okay. But why do people enjoy art of that? On
Like
the one
Carolus
hand,
Whisper.
You have.
No.
Why
I was-
do
I was
people
gonna
enjoy
say-
art of this? Number. If you don't want me to discuss it, I won't. But like, I
No, no.
Go.
Go ahead.
I
on the
am.
one-
Go
on
off,
the
King.
one hand, it's protest. It's protest through representation. You have either potentially gender bent or more idealistically trans represented characters who historically have only ever been viewed as male, and it's a statement that goes, these are characters, we can make them however we want. In the same way that the game creators made them the way that they want, they aren't real. We are allowed to do with them what we want because that is the nature of the cartoon element. But on the other hand, part of what I loved so much about the commission, the pose itself, because I had a very specific request that I gave the artist, is I want that kind of like in between romantic moment where like, yeah, they're kissing, but it's like the hand on the side of the head or the back of the head is like implying that it's about to become something deeper. And who of us has not felt that sensation of like when you are really enjoying time with someone and it's not over yet, but there's that moment of you have permission to take this further, whether that's intimacy, whether that's a joke that you're sharing with someone, whether that's a cuddle session, whether that's watching a movie, that moment right before a bond deepens. What a human experience that is that AI cannot replicate, using that as an example of what separates us from the machines. Part of what makes something like that art so provocative is because it instills that feeling in you of, oh, things are about to get heavier, they're about to get more serious. And sure, not everyone is sexual in nature. I know plenty of people who are asexual, but there's definitely that human sensation of, I'm really enjoying this and I want to take things further. It's almost an ephemeral sensation of like,
Mm.
Where it goes from there, it doesn't matter. In the viewer's mind, it doesn't matter if it's just more intense kissing. It doesn't matter if it's like actual sexual activity. It doesn't matter. What matters is the moment and the emotion that's being depicted. And I find that so goddamn cool.
I know exactly what character you need to play now in Starship Moonhawk.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
You need to play Rear Admiral Micaiah Paladin.
You want me to Admiral my rear? Rear Admiral Mechanic. Tell me about him.
Oh boy!
So he's the green-haired eccentric guy from the planet Zendosia, but he's also half human, and he is a
Zendosia,
main
that actress from Spider-Man.
Zendosia. Yeah, it's a planet I created for a Star Trek fan fiction that I was writing in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, they're these incredibly long-lived people who are borderline insane because they live too long.
So is it, do they go insane from boredom? Do they go insane from loneliness? What's the driving force?
Everything. These are people that live like 20, 30,000 years.
Okay.
So he's a sparingly used character who is actually going to be a major character. He's kind of like the middle of the main cast in the spin-off series Covert Ops, which, by the way, stars Carrie Means as Lieutenant Lauren Dawson. I want to get him back in the booth on that one because he is the center of our show. But I digress. I'm working on the first season of the animated series of Starship Moonhawk, and Micaiah Paladin is a sort of guest star character in the first season.
Okay.
And you have the energy to play the eccentricity of this character who is my personal avatar.
I always get so nervous when people are like, you need to be this character, you need to perform this character, because it's ironic because as a
I
voice
think you
actor,
will. I think when you see him, you will understand him intimately.
Okay.
When you see his dialogue and when you see what he's all about, you will understand him intimately. Like, I don't want to occupy the entire show talking about this. I'm just saying I had an epiphany listening to you talk, and I said, you do not need to play Admiral Gilead Cobalt. That is my role now.
Right.
You need to play his counterpart and best friend, who is modeled after my friend Nathan.
That's cool.
A guy who can fall in shit and come out smelling like a rose in every scenario, in every possible scenario.
That's incredible.
And is a constant source of consternation for his much shorter lifespan friend.
Incredible.
But because of his eccentricity, because he's so like human, he's unfathomable in some ways. But I think
inimitable. Yeah.
Inimitable, yes, the inimitable. Yeah. We're having a Midwest tongue tie problem here. I was born in Naperville, Illinois.
When we're done discussing this, that's the question I want to ask everyone in the chat: is what is your goddamn word that you cannot say correctly, and you always have to pause before you say it in order to say it correctly?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. My word is, and we've done this now 4 times. I have been trying to talk about playing idle games. And I have to overpronounce the word because there is a difference between idle mobile games, IDLE, and idle games, IDOL. Because I'm going to be adding an idle feature to my retro gaming channel of classic idle games like Tokyo Mirage Remix, Sharp FE. Yeah, it's not hashtag FE, it's Sharp FE.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So that is my penguins.
My penguins. Wait,
my
who's
Benedict
penguins?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He can't say penguins?
He did a 3-hour documentary and never once said the word penguins correctly.
What does he say?
He said it 30 different ways in the documentary.
Penguins?
Penguinos. he just blew it every time, and they kept trying to do retakes, and they just gave up.
Before the others answer, mine is I know what it is. It's pedestal because I always want to say pedestal.
You
Admittedly,
are speaking to the right. You are speaking to probably one of the most neurodivergent ADHD / autistic spectrum disorder casts on the
Incredible.
podcasting scene.
Incredible.
mine's a lot of them, but I also have a speech impediment, so I get a pass.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I
Honestly,
can't think of one. I'm perfect.
My dad has a
but
my dad has a fun one. He can't say SP sounds like specific because of the fact that he had Lyme disease as a child and half his body was paralyzed, and he had to reteach himself how to speak.
That's not fun. That's depressing.
No, it's awesome because he's overcome,
That's really cool.
and he's 79 now, and he's doing awesome. Well, he's got some health problems with the. But I digress. Adam, what's your word?
We've caused him to tune out already, bro.
right, I think
Yeah.
because it's been so intense around here. It's just like going like.
you-
It's like
if you
like
don't
white
have a
noise.
word that you can't say, give me your favorite word to say.
Oh boy.
Quite, or indeed.
Indeed. That is his
Oh.
Mr. Spock's fascinating.
Mine, I volley between several. I've had bee's knees. I've had the big one for me right now is apropos, like apropos of nothing. I use that all the
Mhm.
time.
That's a good one.
I've learned
That's a
how to
favorite.
say tangentially, which is great because for about 2 months I kept saying tangentially.
Those are
Which
two very
I
different
think
things.
both words apply to this podcast.
We're tanning our genitals? What?
Oh, you
I
didn't get
mean,
the
you know.
memo? Well, shit.
What, you didn't understand that the on-air sign on the bottom corner was also a UV
You're
light?
you're putting them on air so they can dry out. Okay, I understand.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Well, it also helps with COVID if you use UV.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, you said it. I mean,
Maybe we'll be injecting the bleach later.
oh lord.
God.
No, what was it? I think my favorite quote was that someone saying like maybe if we poured Tylenol into the U.S. sewer system, we'd finally have a fix to our metro line.
Oh god.
It's like daydreaming about pouring Tylenol into our water treatment facilities so that we
Lord.
can finally get the high-speed rail that we were
This-
promised 2 decades
is like-
ago.
This is like the plot of a Dollar Tree supervillain.
What a Captain Planet supervillain.
Into the water.
This seems like a Dr. Doofenshmirtz episode. Like,
Yeah.
once I put the Tylenol into the water, everyone will love my inventions.
Oh boy.
Ibuprofen? Bury the ibuprofen! No!
The seed of benefit.
I mean, or Dr. Horrible.
Okay, I'm ready to feel old. Can someone look up how long ago the Dr. Horrible sing-along blog was?
I will tell you, 2008.
Shut up.
The fact he has that
Shut
on
up.
instant recall terrifies me the most out of this section.
Oh boy.
Look, the little hammer is the nickname for my penis, okay?
Oh my god.
I'm a bit of a Nathan Fillion fan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
I hate that. I hate that it's been that long. Dude, we're reaching the era. We're reaching the era where they're like, "Hey, it's been 20 years since The Mummy came out. Let's bring it back in theaters." Which, by the way, Brendan Fraser still looks really good in that movie.
Well, looks better than Tom Cruise, I'll tell you that.
I gotta make the noise. I gotta make the finger guns noise. Representing the bi quotient. Yeah, not
Anyway.
BYE, but BI, not BYE, just in case you were
Yeah.
confused.
I don't think anyone was confused there.
as many of the gays think than I am. I am not
boy.
confused. I know exactly what I want. I want it all, and I want it now.
Boy. Oh boy.
All
Oh.
right. I think I got about like 10, 15 more minutes before I should go spend time with my wife so she doesn't throw
Does-
rocks at my passenger side window. So what's the last topic we want to tackle? What's
Okay,
on y'all's mind?
what else we got here? What else we got here, Adam?
What other voice roles do you have upcoming?
Ooh, that I'm allowed to talk about. Yeah, that's
Yes.
This is a
But you're
difficult
allowed.
question.
Don't
Because
worry.
there is a
It's like
huge-
you're like
Go
you're like it's like
no,
well
but
I've
I
got
mean,
this
like,
one. It's oh shit, that's under NDA.
it's
Well, no,
It's
also
great
NDA.
news, but we hate having to edit our shows to cut out things that people weren't actually allowed to say.
No, but like
Yes.
this I could talk for 15 minutes about this part specifically because here's something that's really interesting. This is one of the hardest parts of this career is the hurry up, perform, and then wait. And the problem is you never have any idea what's
Mhm.
going to be a big deal, what is going to like evaporate into the ether, as soon as it's done. For a perfect example, I'll be as vague as I can so I don't get in trouble. There is a project that I have been working on for 2.5 years that finally wrapped up the other day. Like it's done. It's all
Right.
done.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, I am proud of my performance in this project. It was a bit of a challenge for me at times, but I think my timing was really good. My ability to like present different facets of this character was really good despite those challenges. The problem being, despite working on it for 2.5 years, when it releases, it is immediately, and I mean, you know how like when you buy a car and you drive it off the parking lot, it has already decreased in value? The day that this project releases, it will already be outdated. That is how behind the times it is. And like
Yep.
the next iteration of it would already have been announced by the time this version comes out. And it pains me because more than anything else, I want people to experience that project and hear my performance. I have to be very specific with my wording.
To be vague. You got to be vague. Yep.
People don't know if it's a game or a show or something else.
Right.
But
It's a project.
I
That's
know,
the
I know
word.
for a fact that when it releases, it is like 95% likely that people are going to go, "Oh, cool." Anyway, and then it's
What's
just over.
next?
It's just what's next. And
Cool.
and I don't want to be that person who forces their career or forces themselves into topics of conversation. So like it can be really tough sometimes where I don't get to talk about the things that are coming up unless I want to risk never working for those companies ever again or
Right.
being sued. And then when the project finally comes out, it might be a big fucking wet fart and no one gives a shit. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
The industry.
Yeah.
I should
That's
properly
the
answer the question.
industry.
You should what?
Honestly, I would say to answer the question for real, I would say I hope people enjoy Bubsy 4D. That is a game where a lot of heart went into it, and there is probably just as much of my ad libs as there are original lines that they wrote for me. For example, did you happen to see that recent video of like how you can turn down how often he says his quotes and he has commentary when you're turning it down? At the end of that video, the 2 lines where he's like, "Hey," where he goes, "Wait a minute, you're muting me? Please don't do that. I worked really hard on this. Thank you." And the other the one after that where he goes, "Listen, if other people have to be forced to listen to you speak, shouldn't I get the same respect?" Both of those lines are ad libs that I came up with during recording.
There you go.
The first line was inspired by Roger Craig Smith on Sonic Boom when it was like, Roger, and he goes, "Hey, that's me." You know, like as Sonic, he says that.
There were a couple of really good meta jokes on that.
Right. So I was definitely inspired.
It's Roger. Who's Roger? Yeah, he's
oh,
talking to me.
he's talking to me. Right.
Drops into his slightly different normal voice for one line.
Yep. So I was inspired by that, and then for the other one, I just thought it was one of those things that'll make people go, "Hey, he's kind of right. I'm mad that he's right, but he's right." You know.
He's out of line, but he's right.
It's
Right.
it's like Chris Pratt's funniest line in Parks and
Oh yeah, I
Recreations
look. I
was,
looked up. I
yeah,
looked up the symptoms and it says you may have internet connection problems. And the writers were so pissed because they're like, we sit in a boardroom working on this shit week in, week out, and he just comes up with something that is funnier than anything we could have thought of. So good.
the worst
So
part about
good.
that is it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
That's like the best and worst part about it right there. Yes.
Yeah, that was, that,
Look,
we say it, not you. We say it, not you.
Yeah, you don't have to. We say it so you don't have to.
Listen. I think this is a good point for me to end off on because this is something that I've had to deal with throughout the years. I'm sure anyone who follows the social media. You talk about this being a neurodivergent show, so hopefully you both will, or you all will understand when I say that, like, as someone who has to constantly remind himself, like, it's one thing to tell yourself I need to stop doing blank, but then to actually remind yourself not to do it is an entirely different challenge. The longer I spend in this industry, the more I try to remind myself to just not get involved in shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
people want to comment on Chris Pratt, and it's tough. This is one of those things about, like, this is my own personal suffering of what am I supposed to comment on? You know,
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever you're like, why is Chris
Yes.
Pratt voicing Mario? Oh my God, this is going to be a horrible performance. To what degree is my opinion welcomed or even necessary? Versus,
Right.
you know, is there validity in saying, oh, I don't think Chris Pratt should be in the industry because blah 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 blah, and
Well-
like these things that, you know, because without
What
calling out
Craig
anybody.
Ferguson used to say? What was it Craig
Yeah.
Ferguson used to say? The 3 rules of whether or not you should say something. It's like, do I need to say this? Do I need to say this right now?
Right, and not to
Does
not
it
to
need to
comment
be
on-
said? Yeah.
Right, not to comment on anything we just said, you know, using Chris Pratt as an example, but realistically, how much do we fucking know? How much do
Right.
we actually know about what's going on? Like, I've seen cases of people who, if you followed what people were saying about them online, you would think they were the worst person ever. And then
The worst.
and the moment you do any research, even a modicum, you realize it's literally all just accusations. That's
Right.
all it is. And there's
Hearsay.
Speaking of that bit that I just did, I'm a
Yeah.
giant fan of Ben Schwartz as well.
Ben Schwartz, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not to say that all accusations are false, but in my time on the
No,
internet,
I get it.
have learned that it is easier than ever to just go on a crusade. And we have to remind ourselves, in
Yeah.
this world where everything fucking sucks and people can't afford
Yeah.
to do anything, think about when you were younger, how many third spaces did you have? Like, when you talk about other than home and other than school, whether it was hanging with friends somewhere or going over to another friend's house, how many third spaces did you have?
Right.
Yeah.
How many third spaces do you think people nowadays have? How many folks do you think are just stuck online in perpetuity
Yeah.
because their home life isn't that great or they can't afford to go anywhere else, and so all of their interaction has to happen online, which raises another
Yeah.
problem. If
Yep.
your entire identity is based on your online interactions, and if that means that if you screw up and you get ostracized by your own online community, you have nothing. You have
Yep.
nothing.
No fallback.
Yep.
So people will do whatever. I hope this doesn't feel like I'm eating up all your time and like just
Oh,
ranting. at
no.
this point.
Oh
No,
no.
this is great.
So
Sometimes we don't have people to eat up any of our time, so this is perfect.
I think this is one of the biggest threats of the modern day social media that most people are not aware of when it relates to mental health is that on the one hand, the internet is a fantastic place because no matter what your passion is, you can find a community of people who share that passion and you can feel like you belong. The
Yes.
worst part about the modern day of the internet is no matter what your beliefs, no matter if you think trans people don't deserve rights, if you think immigrants should be killed en masse, if you think, you know, genocide is cool and awesome and we should do it more, no matter what your beliefs, you can find a community online that not only thinks you're right, but supports you and
Feeds
get
it.
further into that. And
Yep. Yep.
without a lack of a mentorship, without a lack of people to, like, especially in the younger demographic, to watch what they're doing and who they're engaging with online, it becomes so easy to end up in a bubble. And where this relates to the Crusades is once you're part of that community, I almost want to call it like a keep myself in my own friend's good graces at any cost, because the
Mm-hmm.
only thing worse than being wrong is being wrong in front of the people who could turn on you next.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah.
That is an amazing line. Um,
Yeah.
so to wrap things up, do you have any upcoming appearances, additional podcasts, other
Many,
venues that you would
many.
like to talk about? Just really quickly, just to um, let everybody know where you're going to be next.
This happened to be my break week before the gauntlet happens between now and the end of the year. So literally tomorrow, I'm flying out to go to New Jersey for PoochieCon. The week after, I'll be helping host for a charity marathon on Fastest Furs, if any of you are familiar with that organization at all. Then I'll be at BLFC helping out as part of the con store staff. Mid-October, I'm going to be at Chico Anime in Chico, California. Weekend after that, I'm going to be in East Peoria, Illinois for AkiCon. Weekend after that, I'm going to be at Animania, which I think is California. Weekend after that, I'll be at AX Chibi in Ontario, California. Weekend after that, I go to Anime, New Jersey. I take a 1 weekend break, then I go to San Francisco, and then we'll see what happens for December. But the main thing that I tell people is if the question is, would you be interested in coming to blank? I am always interested in traveling. It's often the only break that I get because when I'm on a plane
Yeah.
and Wi-Fi isn't readily accessible, I actually get to make progress on my Switch games.
There you go. There you
so
go.
if there is an event that you would like to see me at, please reach out to them and request me. I have literally had events. Are any of you familiar with a city in Michigan called Escanaba?
I've heard of it.
I think so. I think it's in near Grand Rapids, I think, right?
So yes. I was initially, or I think it's Upper Peninsula, or
Up,
maybe it's
oh,
very close
UP.
to it.
Yeah, yeah, it's UP, I think, yeah.
So I was initially invited to a convention up in Escanaba because one person, I mean literally a single person who knew about me, brought me up to the staff and was like, "Have you considered this person?" And the staff were like, "Oh, we didn't even know about this guy, but yeah, he's a Michigan native. Like he seems like he'd be a really good fit." And I got to tell you, even though it's not, it was a pretty small con. I think it was like maybe 1,500 people the first year that I went. It was one of the most close knit family, like welcoming energy,
Yeah.
close community events. I fell in fucking love with it. Like it was a 1 day event, and at the end of the day, everyone coalesced or converged on the local theater, and they had rented it out for the night so we could watch Star Wars Episode 5 together. Like it was fantastic. And I came back this year, and it was a Back to the Future thing. So I finally got to see Back to the Future. My point being, and that con now has exploded. It's like 6,000 people in just like 2 to 3 years. It's incredible. So my point being, there is not, we were talking about, or no, maybe we weren't talking about this, but there is not an event too small or I'm too big for certain things. I love getting to interact with
No,
people.
we were talking about this in the pre-show. It just wasn't on the air.
Right. So oh yes, because we were mentioning about like, oh, you got too big for that sort of thing. I love the chance to show people that like it's the passion that I care about, not just
No,
necessarily.
you got too
money or
busy.
fame.
I want to be clear.
Yes.
You claimed you were too busy, not that you were too big.
That's true, and maybe that was correct at the time. Because I'll tell you right now, between auditions and interviews and streams and sessions and convention travel, I know this sounds like a first world problem, but I'm surprised I haven't burnt out by now. It is non-stop, and I have no downtime, and it's to the point where if I will lay on the couch to try and play Switch, and I will fall asleep 30 minutes later because my body realizes it's the only chance it has to catch up on sleep for the day.
There you go.
I will send you some links and some scripts to review sometime after the show. I will DM them to you on
Sure.
Discord, and
Sure.
you can look them over and see if
Yeah.
they tickle your funny bone.
I will be happy. I'll do my best to look over them, and you're always free to ping me a reminder because I'll probably forget. But like to give you an example, after tonight, I am home for 1.5 days. No, 2 days next week, and then I am not home between October 9th and October 20th. I don't.
Woo!
I do not touch foot in my own house for about a little under 2 weeks. So
No worries. We're not pressed for time. It's one of those things that I am willing to wait. as long as it
Yes,
takes
but I do
to
mean
make
when
it
I say,
happen.
hey, if you don't hear us, you probably won't, and this is no fault of yours. If
Mm.
you don't hear from me in like a week or two, feel free to literally ping me on Discord and say, hey, just wanted to remind you about this because there are so many times where like someone will be like, hey, did you happen to do those lines for me that you offered? And I went, oh fuck, let me take care of that for you right now. So
Yep.
yeah, but I appreciate it. I promise I'll do my best to look over it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be. I don't want to say in demand. That feels like such a celebrity word. I am
Mm.
so grateful that people view me as a valuable, trustworthy person that they want me to help bring their project to life. I think where it makes it difficult is in a world right now where so many people are suffering, and I want to do the best that I can to make their lives a little bit better. It is very easy for me to say yes to everything because I look at it like a convention. How many of you? Is there anyone in this voice chat that has a job where you have to accrue PTO over the course of the year?
I used to. Yes,
Used to.
I was an operations manager
So,
for Best Buy.
so you know very well about the feeling of I am saving up all my PTO to do this one event, and that's my event for the year.
Yep.
And that happens all the like I think I've been to maybe like 4 or 5 furry conventions, and then if we count anime cons that I was a guest at, we're talking like 20, 25 total. And I think about all the people who are like, "Hey, are you going to be at this upcoming event because that's my one. That's my one break, my one travel for the entire year." And I feel this compulsion to go, when I have it so fucking good compared to so many people, I need to extend my hand and go, I'm gonna offer time to you. I'm gonna offer services to you. I'm gonna offer, focus and attention on you because for me, it may just be another task or another itinerary thing I have to take care of. But for you, this is like the one thing that you get to look forward to. And I don't want to deny you that opportunity. So that it falls back
Uh,
to that where it's like, I feel bad because like this project of yours probably means a lot to you and I want to care about it just as much and I'm scared that either I won't be able to find the time or I'm going to give off the impression I don't care when the problem is I do and it's hard to spread myself so thin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't worry about that. We'll work something out. I am going to forcibly cut you off because
I'm
you
sorry.
need to go take it. No, you need to go take care of your spousal unit.
Yes. Well, I appreciate so much that despite all the time that has passed, that you kept me in your thoughts and you thought to bring me onto the show. I appreciate you all making the time for me, especially this late in the evening. I know it was difficult at first figuring out a day that worked. I do not take that sort of thing lightly, and I hope that for as cringe and crazy as some of these conversations have been, that you feel like your night has been enlightened a a little bit with me
Oh
being
man.
here.
This has been a personal thrill for me
Oh,
because
this
again,
is fun. This is fun. Are
you
you kidding me?
Uh,
you are one of my contemporaries, and I am thrilled to have you here.
Sure. And my shout outs that I will give is I would say please consider joining my Discord community, my stream community. It's discord.gg/Hasen, HASN. That is an inside joke you'll figure out pretty quickly if you ask people, but it's also just a wonderful community overall. I strongly recommend that people check out my Twitch streams. They are sporadic and based on when I have time. But right now, my 2 streams are Solo Torobo Red the Hunter, which is a game that I spent $500 on to get a copy when it originally sold for about 10 to 15 in bargain
Yeah,
bins
well,
because
DS
it had no
games that were
marketing.
not super mass produced can be like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
The other one is Etrian Odyssey 4, which serves 2 purposes. One is now that I've modified my 3DS and now that the HD Origins
FOE.
collection has come out, I am making a point of 100%ing every Etrian Odyssey game on the hardest difficulty to prove that I can. I've technically already achieved it. I just don't have proof of it on stream yet. We have it for the first 3 games. Now we're working on the 4th. But the other reason is because since Etrian Odyssey 4 is my first instance of a game I've already beaten, I am writing original lore for my entire party throughout the game. We just did an
Nice.
episode right before I went on the stream tonight. The document that I have in front of me, let me read this. Lore Bible. Da-da-da. Currently, and I have not written all the cutscenes that there are to write. I have at least 5 or 6 I still need to do. Currently, the lore Bible that I wrote for this game from scratch is, as soon as it loads the rest of the pages,
Oh no.
because it is very big. It is taking so long to update that it's currently telling me page 7 of 7. So we're gonna hope that it loads. Anyway, so
I've got I got a quick one here. I'm holding my copy of Etrian Odyssey 2, which apparently back in December of 2013 went for $18.50 at Bookman's.
How much is it now?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I'm
Here we go.
terrified to even
It's
look.
finally caught up. All right, it is 76 pages long, and that's full pages at 33,900 words.
Jesus.
Wow.
I am willing to bet it's probably going to be at 100 pages by the time I'm done with this playthrough. So I strongly recommend people check it out. But anyway,
Awesome.
thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. If time permits, I'd love to come back on for a future episode and you know, discuss more of what you're saying. I like the energy that was here. And oh, my last question to you all. You don't have to give your reasoning. It's just because since there's 5 people, there has to be a winning vote. Toilet paper, do you scrunch or fold?
Yes.
Yes.
Generally scrunch. If I have time to fold, then I'm probably.
What do you mean if you have time to fold?
Oh no.
It's like
My
a piece
answer
of
is
paper.
yes. My answer is yes, and moving on.
What are you talking about? Scrunch? What are you going for texture? You taking a loofah
Oh,
to your
brother.
asshole?
No,
Well,
I
sometimes-
usually. No. I don't usually, when I'm going to the bathroom, I'm not prolonging it to take the time to.
What do you
Anyway.
mean prolonging it? What do you
Oh,
mean
no.
prolonging it?
Oh no,
Toilet paper has texture on it. That's why it's there.
And Sean exploded.
Fair.
Oh my god. On a scale of 1 to Japan, how bidetless are you?
Uh, entirely. We don't have much of that. Maine is not fancy.
All right, I agree to
He's-
voice your character on the condition that you make it canon that he uses bidets and judges people who don't.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Space today.
it is a space opera set in the 30th century, so
Okay.
I'm sure they have laser beams that just laser it right off your ass.
This
was gonna
feels
say,
like
is
a
this in
reverse
Star Trek,
Persona
isn't it
5.
Sonic?
I feel like the
Yeah.
last 2 minutes of conversation have degraded our social link from like 8 to like a 4.
and probably downgrade our social credit score, but that's something else
I'm
entirely.
gonna go scrunch some toilet paper and clean myself of your sin.
I'm sorry.
Love you all. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night, sir. God bless.
Sean Chiplock, everybody.
Holy shit.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He was trying to get to the bottom of whether or not we had holes full of shit.
Oh my god, that's enough.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, I'm gonna get
Wow.
prepped for the video.
Oh my god. It was hard to prep it. It was hard to get set up with that. Wow. Woo.
I'm gonna feel the need to defend myself at some point.
I
boy.
understand completely, and it is
Yeah.
totally fair.
Woo.
Like
Like I feel like I just went through a
You did the right
NASCAR race
thing in-
doing that. Jesus.
you did the right thing in sandbagging that segment. Anyway,
Oh,
God.
Lord.
I would like to say, and now for something completely different, but actually no.
Not this
Yeah.
week.
Back to the first, as they said in Balance of Terror, back to the first task.
Well, while Petty is getting the video set up, time for backstory.
Okay.
In the sense of it's Halloween, so
Yeah.
it's time for the spooky. So this month we are going to look through a cavalcade of, not necessarily horror themed videos, but something to do
Spooky
with
season.
the holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spooky season. The spooky season collection.
Yeah,
Um,
because
I do need to interject one thing. Petty
Mhm.
fan,
Yes.
you're fired.
What?
And I have to rehire you just to get you to do this, but you need to change the category to podcasts and change the tags.
To be fair, we just used just chatting on fragments because podcast topic is
Yeah, we got more hits on just chatting than we did on podcasts.
Okay, can you at least delete MMORPG because we didn't talk about Sword Art Online?
Fair.
That's fair.
All right,
Anyway.
proceed, Adam. Proceed, Adam. I didn't want to interrupt the roll we were on. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Mhm.
that is a
That's what-
this episode is going to be a meme factory.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We just added 3 pages to our TV tropes
Anyway.
page.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what we got up this week is a 1984 episode of the seminal Nickelodeon / CJOH program, You Can't Do That on Television. The show that saved Nickelodeon. There's a lot of history to that, but we quite frankly don't have time for
Right.
it.
Just
let's
remember
just-
green slime.
Yes,
Right.
this is the show that provided that bit of iconography. It's actually a point of contention between the show's creator, Roger Price, and the network because, he invented it for the show. There's a whole story about that. And Nickelodeon.
We'll get to it as we go along.
Nickelodeon basically stole it. But I don't think green slime is the kind of thing you can copyright as a
Right.
concept.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Like,
I mean,
well,
I
Lord
think Flubber would have some notes.
Well,
Yep.
also, like when you search for this on YouTube, you get interesting results. Because of course, Rule 34 is a thing.
I was about to say you get not safe for life
Yeah.
content if you search for it on YouTube.
I was gonna say now I get to finally make my Etrian Odyssey joke about FOE.
Oh boy.
All right, well I'm ready.
Hey, green slime is just some people's type, and we have to be okay with that.
I mean,
I
that's-
I don't yuck
that's
anybody's yolk.
technically- Okay, that's technically a very different thing than what I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't want to get into it. Like, anyway, so Petty, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it.
Rolling.
Make it so.
So this is obviously a later
George
rerun.
Without makeup will not be shown this time. In its place,
It's got that
something even more
videotape
frightening.
cloning effect.
Dad, every year it's the same thing. Spend a
Apparently,
Boy,
this
George.
was preserved by a TV museum in Chicago.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
hear anything.
What do you mean?
I do.
That's a
so
you
you probably
problem.
have your thing set funny.
Yeah.
I haven't
I gotta-
changed it from before.
I can hear it.
Right click on this video. See what the stream volume does.
Oh yeah. It's up. Oh yeah, I have the tab.
Yeah, this is
Well, I should
Yeah, I
be
know
hearing
what
it
this
through
is.
Discord. I know what the problem is. I
That's what I
am.
said. Right click on the video in Discord.
but yeah, like you're talking about a Chicago Television Museum. Yeah, I'm very familiar with BuzzMemories.tv. It's a really good place for a lot of Chicago television stuff. So I know a lot about them.
I'm watching the stream and not in real time.
So apparently, this
That'll cause
is a
problems.
set-up version of the William Tell Overture.
Mm-hmm.
Also, here's our ode to Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
Oh right, this isn't downlinked to mono. That's part of the problem.
Greenie, that's the biggest bag I've ever
Hmm.
seen in my life.
Oh, well, it has to be.
Do you really expect
Recreating
to get
the
that much cash?
full
No. But
mid-90s
3 or 4
experience here.
kids might fit in here
Uh-huh.
very nicely.
Well, you do with the company anyway.
You know, that's what Hodgkins used to say.
Which is impressive because it's the mid '80s.
Golden boys.
Well, I'm saying that because by the mid-90s, this show wasn't on the air anymore, or even in reruns. So this is basically the only way you could watch it in, say, 96.
It would always get preempted by Prime Ticket whenever I would try to watch this and Star Trek the Animated Series.
You can ask me a question like that with Halloween fast approaching? You punks out there running around, pulling off your
And
little
of course, we will have to
pranks,
deal with a lot of
oh,
80s hair.
driving me right out of
Yeah.
my tree.
80s, yes.
I hate Halloween. You know what I would like to see? I'd like to see you guys go down to
Yes.
Barthy's
Ross,
and stop
you.
for French fries.
And before you ask,
I-
no, they don't have an option for closed captioning.
Yeah.
I can actually hear on headset. I'm not on the phone.
Well, I just like putting closed captioning on if given the option, just because if we are people
I
who are
just like how
sometimes hard of hearing.
I just love those 80s mustaches, where you shave right under the nose. It's like you applied it with an eyeliner pencil.
I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that one.
It's weird to think that the main host here is like 60 years old.
No, but you do look pretty bad in the morning sometimes.
62, as a matter of fact.
They couldn't let the kids run everything.
Darn Halloween
And
Yeah,
apparently
she's 62
teaching at
now.
a
Those
college.
kids that come to the door, they ring the bell, and then they run off. When I get there, I'm telling you.
Dad, they're just having.
Literally born just a couple of weeks before. Literally born August 25th, 1963.
Oh, man.
Never mind. Just open the door. Open the door. Okay. Close the door.
Here's our reference to laughing.
Oh.
More ways than one.
Dad is all.
I don't see Nixon anywhere.
See, the funny thing is that Dad looks like a homeless person, so he's got kind of like a red buttons thing going on there, or a red
So-
skeleton thing.
So
I think he's
according
supposed
to,
to be a zombie or a vampire.
well, no, according to internets here, he's supposed to be a parody of a Canadian senator.
Any questions? Well,
Makes
Wow.
sense.
after all that,
So
That explains why
esoteric
I
humor.
have no idea what he's talking, what they're trying to do.
why we brought the
Hmm.
cat.
Well, like, yeah, it's a.
This is a Canadian show, folks.
Don't I get a last request?
Oh, yes, yes.
Are they about to execute a child? What the fuck
Okay,
is going
now
on?
here's something that you could definitely not do on television these
Hell
days.
no. Hell no.
I want
Probably, you could
Like-
barely do it even then.
someone dignified, a
Yeah.
leader of men. Maybe someone military.
Still racially acceptable enough for the 80s.
That's me.
Yeah.
Calvin Harris approved.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
All right, here we are.
It's not too radical.
Get your arm in here. Hey, that's good.
No,
Now,
but
listen,
definitely
now,
too
you
spicy
have to
for today's
practice
world.
what you're supposed
Yes.
to
You can definitely see where he was going in orange face.
Yeah.
No, I meant treat and treat, you dimwit.
Sorry.
Oh,
Do you like Halloween, Blip?
Halloween.
Uh,
It's the most
remember
frightening
arcades?
night of the year.
I miss arcades.
Well, they still
Cap-
exist. Believe it or
Cap's
not.
Clubhouse, and the
Those
Tilt
ghosts and
in
goblins
Chula Vista,
there.
California.
No, not all those ghosts and goblins. I know
my arcade was
kids out
Chuck
there
E.
tricking
Cheese.
and treating when you should be
We didn't
Don't
even
laugh,
have that
don't
here.
laugh. Like,
That's what scares
Chuck E.
me.
Cheese was a good arcade place in like the 80s and 90s.
Mhm. Then you go to round one and X.
Hey, neat costume, mister.
Round one and X escape. Yep.
Toothbrush for you
Yep.
and a toothbrush for you.
Hey, aren't you carrying this just a bit far with the toothbrushes?
No, I really am a dentist.
I am the dentist. So, sorry, I was flashing back to Little Shop of Horrors for a second there.
Understandable.
8 times. That's nothing. I bet you I could scare him. No way. Watch this.
Isn't that the kid who played Tanner in the Bad News Bears?
Mm,
Yeah,
don't think so. Like, Ben.
I doubt it since this was 8 years later.
Yeah.
Say to him. I told him Lisa was in love
Unless,
with him.
no, I'm not going to say that.
Probably for the best.
Ross, what
Yeah.
happened to you?
Oh, it's okay. It's just a sprain.
Well, how did you get it?
I got hit by a kid on a skateboard.
You got hit by a kid on a skateboard.
Yeah, while I was waiting for the cops.
The cops?
Well, I had to phone the cops when I knocked over that fire hydrant.
You knocked over a fire hydrant, Ross?
I'm sure this
Trying
is
to
going
avoid the
somewhere.
dog.
What dog?
The dog that tried to bite me. I took all that trouble just to swerve around so I wouldn't.
Jeez.
Okay,
Like,
Ross,
that's
let's
like-
get straight.
Jumping through hoop.
You were trying
Hoop.
to swerve to avoid a
This is
dog,
Memphis
and you hit a
wrestling
fire
levels of
hydrant.
absurd
And
now.
then the dog chased you. And then you got hit by a kid on a skateboard.
That's right. Yeah. Oh. Did I mention about the tree falling on my car?
No! Boy,
What is it?
must really be working.
Don't give me any of that stuff, Dusty. No. These are just a bunch of.
Fuck, and I'm like, wait, where's Ben with
unrelated
this?
Hey,
Monty Python, apparently.
Really? Yeah.
I'm still marveling at that Dabney Coleman mustache.
Mm. Yeah, by the way, 16 tons recurring
What do you get?
gag on Flying Circus.
Easy. Watch. Hey, kid.
Oh Lord.
All your candy now.
Oh, mother God.
I did not mispronounce that, just so the joke goes smoothly.
My goodness.
Boy, Lisa, you think of everything. Aw, stick with me, kid. I know all the eggs.
Whoa, Doc, that's heavy.
Hi, Alistair.
Hi,
They're
Chrissy.
very short sketches, mostly.
Alistair. Well, it's rapid fire ADHD television.
Yeah, like,
Imported chocolates.
plus they only have a half an hour to work with. This is no SNL
Tickets to the Jacksons concert?
90 minutes.
I mean, they're basically trying to capture the attention span of 8-year-olds.
And,
Fair,
True.
fair.
what else I got here?
It worked.
Oh, yeah.
It's also,
New Porsche Turbo.
you know, Canadian television. Pre Kids in the Hall.
Video editor box.
Yep.
That was a thing over the 80s. Like, ooh, look at these video effects that we can do with our editing software.
You know the equipment that they used in the mid-'80s. Boy.
It's all over 1980s video.
You didn't participate in any way?
No.
I see. Well, I didn't think you were there, and in that case, you get a month-long detention. However, if you toss this stink bomb into the home ec class, all is forgiven.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Wait, no. Well, these kids, they can wrap themselves around my face.
The future cast of Married with Children.
You already got soap and windows.
I think,
Right,
yeah,
and
no,
chocolate.
we're
Got
still
chocolate
a couple of
sandwiches
years
inside.
away from Married with Children.
Let's see, eggs?
Mhm.
You got eggs?
Didn't Married with Children debut in 1987?
Very smelly.
The night that Fox launched as officially launched as a network, as a matter of fact,
Dougie, I guess you are
was the
already
very first show.
Dad, all
There
we
you
gotta
go.
do is get out there and collect some candy.
Married with Children and Tracy
Good enough
Ullman.
For me when I was a kid is good
God.
enough for you. Now get out there and vandalize. Come on, move it.
Ah, yes, the
I
opposite
feel
spectrum.
absolutely ridiculous.
You look ridiculous too.
I think they're in the
What do we do again,
opposites.
Alistair? How many times do I have to repeat this for you guys? Okay, listen carefully. You go door to door saying trick or treat, right? And then
Yeah, unless we step to the left and make a little move to the right, we're not doing the time warp, so I was just
Silliest thing
anyway.
I have ever heard of.
Anyway.
Come on, get out there and be careful crossing the street. Come on. Don't come back until your bags are all filled up.
Jeez Louise.
How'd you make out trick-or-treating?
Oh, the usual, a sandwich with a bite out of it. Oh, look at this. An old galosh. What else have I got?
Galosh.
Rock.
A dead fish.
Yes, as in singular of galoshes.
Oh, I've got,
No Rachel
Look at
Flynn.
that.
Winter boots.
a dead
Not to be
rat.
mistaken for Hungarian goulash.
Well, back to reality. But look on the bright side, Alistair. Bart's
Certainly,
What
you would want to put
reality
your
is
feet
this
in
from?
goulashes.
Who the
hell
hell
is
is they shoot
What
for
are they doing in
Halloween?
Ottawa?
Trick or treat, trick or treat.
Oh, far out. Okay, don't go away.
Far out? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
gonna be-
I know the '70s has. I know it's still closer to the '70s than the '90s, but jeez.
Well, that's
No,
not
they're
bad,
going for.
Christopher, huh?
It's an intentional.
This is green
It's probably like
arrow.
sunflower.
she's
seeds.
dressed as a hippie.
Germ.
Or
Ah,
germ.
right. Oh yeah, that's the far out would be. Yeah, '60s.
Well, I mean, also it could be the 80s interpretation of what they think the kids still sound like. You know, because there's always that gag about adults being out of touch,
Yeah.
There.
Right.
Thousands of houses, and we had to pick a
using
house.
outdated terminology.
There's a break. We got a commercial break here, folks.
All right, we got the groovy commercial break.
Oh no, we're in the silver ball area.
No, I think this probably aired during the time in between because if you saw the opening of the video, it has the orange look. Like there was like a period of maybe I think a year or so where they
yeah,
basically were mixing them both.
Crunch berries with the monsters still on the box.
Yeah, 1980. See that Sweepstakes 1985. Yeah, this was probably 85. This aired, and
Fox 11.
I think 85 was the in between year, and 86 was too.
Stickle bricks.
We're unlocking a lot of core memories tonight, aren't we?
Getting into the deep lore, kids.
Also, when your channel is obscure enough to have commercials like this on it.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, this actually got this channel into trouble a little bit because they've been airing some stuff with that.
Bristol Buddies were a evolution of Stickle Bricks.
Yeah. I just looked it up here. Yeah, like from in 84 and 85, the silver ball was a secondary logo. Oh yeah. Look at that! Look at that tech.
Betamax.
Beta.
Good luck getting a Betamax player for under $1,000 on eBay.
Yep.
One that actually works. Man, can you imagine watching the Hobbit animated movie on Betamax?
Haven't they been doing do not buy Betamax jokes at least since Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, that's right.
I know The Simpsons made one.
Walk abroad.
Listen, kid, don't do that
Like,
to me.
here's the thing: in the 90s, buying Betamax for video production.
Of course I do.
Wow, we should do like the Druids did in the old days. They used to build huge
You know, a lot of.
infernos
Squad?
to keep away the evil spirits that roamed on Halloween.
What's that?
Hey, that's
Did they
a
run out
good
of sets?
idea. Hey, amigos, help me.
I mean, they only had probably like 3 or 4 in that building. They could do.
You see Moose?
Yeah, she was just on the link set with Alistair.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, listen, Christine, I was what have you done?
What?
You have turned Alistair into a gerbil. You are a witch, and you're not going to get away with this. Come on.
Ross, have you finally stepped right over the edge?
He has not paid his
Come
union
on,
dues.
Dungeons and Dragons isn't involved at all.
Have you got a little wallet?
Marcine, Alistair, have you noticed that Ross is acting really weird lately?
Well, no weirder than usual. Why?
Oh, never mind. I guess you're right.
I just wish I could have seen old Barthy's face when he found all that garbage outside his front door.
Dr. Pepper, now the second biggest soft drink in the world.
Hello.
Hi, Mr.
Oh, yes,
Barthy.
I like the fire in the kitchen.
Last night, a bunch of kids thought it was cute little idea to dump a whole bunch of garbage on.
How
my
about
front
doing
porch.
Jimmy Stewart right here? You know.
Just a Halloween prank, I suppose. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Was Jimmy Stewart ever a fry cook?
No, it doesn't matter.
No, but,
just
you know,
wanted to thank them.
Gotta give it something going.
I mean, we don't know what he did before his film career.
All that garbage, and I put it in the blender. And what do you think's in the burger?
And somehow,
I think he's somehow trying to combine Jimmy Stewart and John Wayne.
Wait a minute. Where's
I'm having like a weird.
With Canadian pepper on the side.
Yeah, I'm having
Is that
a.
a Leonard Nimoy mask?
Wait a
Now
minute.
that I'm seeing it closer.
1, 2,
It looks like it
Yeah,
might have
yeah,
been like a
yeah.
Spock mask.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
5. Oh, Les, how
I
could you
mean, you
stoop
know,
so low?
Michael Myers was wearing a William Shatner
Yes,
mask.
that's true.
Just to get candy, you have dressed up like one of the children.
I love candy.
Oh, well, all right then. Here.
Sir,
Yes.
do you believe that on Halloween night night ghosts and demons roam the streets?
Oh, no, of course not, Alistair. That's just superstitious, childish nonsense.
So there are no ghosts or demons out there?
No ghosts, no demons.
So if I go out there, I won't get haunted or chased or a bad curse put on me?
You'll be
Got
quite
better beliefs
safe.
than the modern day
I believe you,
GOP.
sir, so it's okay for me to
Is he
That's right.
channeling
What
his
about
Vincent?
what about the toy party in Canada? To be more specific here.
Is he channeling his Vincent Price era?
trick-or-treating, here I come.
Yes. Also note that all the adult male characters are the same guy.
Mhm.
Well, what do we have here? Put her there, little guy.
No.
Hey, little guy, you want to smell my flower? Tell you what,
Clowns,
folks, since you've been
still
so
not
terrific,
funny.
I got a little something for each of you.
Dollar Tree Joker.
Here you go. Happy Halloween. Bye.
It's being extravagant for this show.
I guess you're right. Oh, rotten eggs!
What the hell's going on in Ottawa?
What's happened to me? I could hit the lightning 3 times.
Keeping in mind that the Geneva Conventions were written because of Canada.
I'm a nervous wreck.
Well, what does Christine have to say about it?
Oh, she denies it. She says she is
Well,
not
yes,
a
but they
witch,
did the
I
war
know
crimes
different.
very politely.
By the way, where is she?
Look. All I know is that Jimmy Doohan was listed as the craziest officer in the Canadian Royal
Would you like a costume for the Halloween party?
Air Force. Got his middle finger shot off, and I'm pretty sure it was because he was flipping off the Jerry's.
And here comes another laughing reference.
Little sister around. Funny,
Yep.
I got more treats
Probably
than
the
she did.
most direct laughing reference.
Correct.
I had on my gray pants.
Oh, well, that explains it then. Explains what? Well, you were probably the best imitation of an elephant they'd ever seen. Oh, Christine? Yes, Lisa. Did you love trick-or-treating? Actually, no. I
Remember,
just
we're
stayed
in the
home and helped
80s,
the hand
so
treat. I thought
gonna
so.
get a lot of
What do you
weight
mean? Well, because
jokes
all night long
involving
I
the
kept hearing about
female
witch who's on your street. I'll get you for that.
Yeah,
characters.
exactly.
Females.
No.
Nope, nope.
Sorry.
No
I mean, it's
Ferengi.
just it's just the way you said it.
No.
Boy, are we ever getting nasty around here.
Hey, Jackie,
Yeah?
what do you like about Halloween?
Soaping people's windows.
Funny, I thought kids your age were afraid of soap. Hey, Alistair,
Yeah?
what's the cruelest Halloween joke you've ever heard?
Probably my teachers.
Your teachers?
Well, yeah, see, every Halloween night it gives us twice the amount of homework, so I can't go out.
Oh, that means you don't do any trick-or-treating at all?
Right, no candies for me.
Well, Lisa should try and get that teacher.
Why?
Then she wouldn't have to eat all those tons of candy every
Oh,
year.
and she sure doesn't need the
Hey,
calories.
Rick.
They rip around the
Definitely,
hips.
especially her pumpkin.
Oh, here we go.
I love that.
I gotta
Just
say,
shut
I
the
kind of
door.
like the lockers better than the laugh-in
Oh, you're
windows.
very
Yeah.
the hips.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Trying to be really quiet, and they were creeping around, but they heard a creaking behind them on the stairs, and there was this rattling of chains and this eerie moaning. So they had to back as slowly as they could into the corner. There were ghosts everywhere, all around them. And then,
And then what happened?
well, don't you know?
No, I don't know.
There's the line. There it is. There it is.
Buried it deep in the program, didn't they?
Ectoplasm.
Buried.
Well,
Whew.
it was the worst possible way I could think of for it to end.
I just can't understand why you just can't carve a pumpkin like everyone else does.
I don't know, Alistair. I think it's those art classes he's been taking.
So you can tell when the whole thing is scripted because
That is
occasionally they'll
Yeah.
use the magic words and nothing happens.
Yeah.
I'll know when I've got it.
I say, how about the trick? Ta-da! Wait a minute.
I'd really
Here's
like
a
the
good
treat,
one.
though.
Hocus pocus,
Ah.
hocus, and look.
That's probably the joke.
I thought this would happen.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
You gotta take that spell off.
Again?
Why is it in that order anyway? You'd think it would be like treat or trick.
Kidding?
Uh-huh.
My TV set blew up last night.
I'm
38
sure there's a
years.
YouTube video that
Comet landed
explains
in my
it.
front yard this morning. Please, Christine, come on, quick.
No,
Please.
Ross, I told you it was just a Halloween Halloween joke. I was just kidding around.
Oh, no. You are a witch. I know you are a witch. And Christine...
Oh,
and-
boy.
I'm not a witch.
Yes, you are. Christine, come on. Oh, my God.
I mean, since it's a kid show, they can't rhyme that.
The watch is a little loose.
Oh.
Once again, did we run out of sets? Did we run out of jokes?
Of course.
I mean,
We already did the Barth Spur.
I mean, if you know the building that this place was in, I'm pretty not. It's not surprising that we have like 4 or 5 sets, I would think, at this point.
Look at
We got this. We got the main one. We got the execution setup. We got the basement, and then we got the house.
Right.
Is that mouse on fire?
Happy Halloween. Wait a minute, it's Halloween. How come you guys aren't dressed up to scare people?
We are dressed up to scare people. I'm Ted, and I'm an insurance salesman.
What?
I'm Larry, and I'm a politician. Sir,
Okay, that is
I'm
scary.
a tax
Young
auditor.
Republicans. And that is the appropriate
Family ties
reaction.
hat.
Young Republicans.
In Canada.
No joke to me. Do you know
Young
that a
conservatives.
train came through my bedroom this morning at 6:30?
Right, but
A real
keep in mind
regular
we're in the
train.
Nickelodeon era, so they're
Christine,
actively
will you take this?
not
Which is
pandering, but
I'll do
focusing
anything
their
for
comedy
a
on
raise.
American.
Got it.
Which is confusing because the liberals are red and the conservatives are blue in Canada.
Yep.
That's true in most of the
New
world.
posters. We're putting new posters on the wall.
Actually, it was true here too until it wasn't.
In the U.S., it was standard practice for the news sites to just frickin' alternate almost at random from year to year until 2000 with the Bush v. Gore election.
You better write this down. There's a
That
few.
dragged on for so frickin' long that everything got locked in.
And there are the credits.
John Galt? Who's John Galt? Wait.
I look
I
like
feel
there's
like
some
that was
act-
the.
It's still-
There's the post credits.
yeah.
yeah.
Or is that a commercial break?
No, it's post credits.
No, but
I was one of the good things about having YouTube Premium is I get the little bit on the bar. Like I can see a little bit of a frame capture.
You can't do that on television has been a ghastly production.
and one last laughing reference for good measure.
It certainly wasn't a treat.
Oh, this is
Very
great.
early.
We got chips, and we got candy, we got all sorts of gum. Yeah, but look at this homemade fudge. Well, it's great, huh? Hi, Dad.
Durante, eat your heart.
Hey, Dad, how'd you do? We really cleaned up, right, guys? Yeah.
Hey, listen, kids, I did real good.
Cigarette. Beer.
You didn't get any candy. All you got is beer.
That reminds me, I got a
That's
case of
very
Stella.
good haul for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck's giving away beer?
6 packs.
And
Like shit.
Yeah, like,
Which reminds me, I've got a case of.
Yes, like I ain't giving no goddamn 6 pack. Get out of here. I ain't giving you my 6
like
pack.
Which
that's
which
gonna
reminds
be
me,
a
I've got a
very
case.
Revenge is sweet, you know.
So,
It reminds me, I've got a case of Blue Moon and Stellar Artois in the trunk.
Ew.
Scary, you'll never pull a prank like that again.
Well, also
I know, guys.
Heineken.
Probably the swamp, but don't worry, Snake Eyes. That's not gonna scare us a bit.
Wrong. It's scarier than that.
I know. It's got to be the cemetery at
Right,
night. I mean, it
right.
might be a little frightening, but I'm sure we can handle it.
Wrong, Candy Breath.
Where are you taking us, Snake Eyes?
To the dentist's office. We'll have a field day with you kids with you eating all that candy.
ah, yes,
just one dosage? Sure.
deep-seated 80s
Nice.
here. How many
Holy
post-credit things do
crap.
we have?
To you kids, your costumes get
No,
better
there's
every
probably
year. You really outdone yourselves this Halloween.
No, they're
Ross,
still talking about Halloween.
our costumes. We're on our way to the Billy Idol concert. Like,
Oh yeah, that's how you age this up.
Cool it,
Like,
man.
are you dressing up as punk or cartoon henchmen? Seriously.
Now
Yes.
we've wrapped up.
I think the
That's
answer. I think the answer is yes.
yes,
Real
the answer is
Bebop
yes.
and Rocksteady energy there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because they were dressed as punks, because
Yes.
both meanings of punk, you see.
Anyway,
Anyhow,
we're going to forego entertainment news this week because it's almost 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, we
I
didn't
think
really
we
have a
actually
mic.
covered.
Yeah.
I think we actually covered a bunch of it during Sean Chiplock's interview. So
Yeah.
so-
yeah, we've had our own entertainment section tonight. We're good.
Mhm.
All right. Let me open up the Google Doc here. Google Doc. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I open the thing.
Should we mingle?
Talk about the downfall of the Roman Empire as caused by lead cookware. I'm getting verklempt.
You good?
Just
Just
don't
know it's a
understand.
reference to something, but I don't care what.
It is a Mike Myers bit from the late 80s, early 90s.
I am justified in not caring.
I may not have even been born yet.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Jesus.
And Max over there like,
Oh,
I've got. I literally have 15 years on you.
do you want a medal? I can make that metal lead.
Listen, look. If you want to canonize me as a saint or martyr, I'll be happy to take the accolade. But for putting up with this nonsense. All right, October 8th, episode 14. We have Tabletop Bob on the show. Adam, you're up.
Well, as the name might imply, or I guess flat out state, Tabletop Bob looks at and deals with tabletop game. He's got a YouTube channel. Anyway, Bob here, and I want to tell you about this game. This is a gaming channel devoted to D&D and tabletop RPGs. I primarily focus on live play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition games, as well as guides, reviews, and podcasts. Join us during streams in the chat. See you on the tabletop. So, Galix, you're probably going to be helping me out next week because,
All
tabletop.
right, I'll try and look into that a bit.
Yeah, I've posted his latest video in the Discord, which is looking at a RPG game called Shadow Dark. So that's what's coming up next week.
All right. Well, again, thanks again to our amazing guest for our inaugural episode on the new channel, Sean Chiplock, and thank you so much, guys, for losing us the social contract. I tease. Tomorrow, I will be playing a little bit of Overwatch on the channel just to refamiliarize myself with the game, and then I don't have another show until Monday with Blue Mondays and with Shadows Mist and White
On
Raker
the
and the crew.
Fragments channel, me and Gulix at least will be trying to do some Digimon Time Stranger as soon as I don't pass out from physical labor.
Right. So don't forget to follow, hit that bell, and all that good stuff. We got some great shows lined up leading up to the year-end jamboree on December December 3rd, our final episode of the season, episode 21. Still have some slots to fill, so hopefully we'll be able to get those confirmed and get those in there. And we do have a couple of big guests that we're hoping. One's lined up for sure. The other one we're hoping will partner up. So, and I do need to, and of course, as I said, I need to chat with Adam and Kevin after the show. And that's great. Everything is peachy and hunky-dory, and I don't know why I'm prevaricating. So that's it for this installment of Moonhawk Studios Presents. I'm your host, Mac Palvadin. And until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, kids.